Welcome to Joyful Strength and Sculpt. Today we are doing a 25-minute prenatal Pilates workout. So it is low impact, gentle on the joints, but we're focusing on strengthening and sculpting the lower body and the core today, but it will also be some full body moves mixed in as well. Today I'm using a Pilates ball. If you don't have one of those, no big deal, you can still do this workout. I recommend something though. Grab a small pillow. It really helps to activate our deep core and our pelvic floor muscles. I'll show you options if you don't have one at all though. I'm also using ankle weights to up level slightly. That's always optional, and you do need a mat. It'll be 45 seconds per each move, 15 seconds off. I'll show you every one. As always, especially if you're prenatal, I am well into my third trimester. Take this workout at your own pace. Press pause if you need a break and come back to it when you're ready. And let's move our bodies and get stronger together. Just squeeze that Pilates ball in between our hands. Take a wide stance squat, so knees and toes out. We're gonna go down and then reach all the way up with that ball. Let's go together. So down and squeeze, sumo squat, reach it high. Now on this next time, can you add a calf raise at the top? So down and squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale on the lift. So finding our core activation here, that's going to be when we're squeezing this ball down and up, down and up. We're taking this nice and slow. Think about tucking that pelvis under so we can activate our glutes, our hamstrings, our inner thighs. Calf raise is optional at the top. Either way, squeeze that ball or just reach down and up if you don't have a ball. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next time. We're gonna go down into this sumo squat, go down and hold. We're gonna squeeze on the ball as we pulse for 1, then we calf raise for 2. So we pulse, join me, find that sumo squat. We go down and pulse, calf raise. Down and pulse, squeeze, calf raise. Down, calf raise. Nice job. So we're staying low in this squat, tuck that pelvis under, down, squeeze, calf raise. We're activating that deep core every time we squeeze that ball. It does not have to be that you're super low today. Calf raise. Nice job. Make sure you're breathing nice and evenly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice job. How low can you go in those legs? This is the last couple seconds. 2, 1. All right, come up. So we're gonna still stay in the sumo squat. We're gonna reach up, down. We're gonna do pull to the right, arms out into that lunge, back to the middle. Join me. We go up, down, sumo, lunge, back. So just staying on that right side, down. Stay low with those legs, lunge, back, up, down, exhale, big exhale, inhale, exhale, yes. Now, the goal here is that we have constant pressure and tension on that ball, and we keep those arms straight. That is how we activate our core here. Up and down. Nice job. We go up, down, side and back. You can do this. 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and toggle on over to that right lunge like we just had. We're going to lift our arms up in a lunge, and then we're gonna tilt forward, little deadlift here. So join me. It's hard balance. Let's do it. So we lunge, deadlift. Lunge, focus on keeping your back flat here. Deadlift, hinge, hinge, hinge over. Your leg does not have to be kicked very far out to the side. If you need to hang on to a chair or wall, go for it. We're staying on the standing leg, this right leg. So we lunge, we tilt over, hinge, hinge, hinge. You're still pressing on that ball. That is how we activate our core here. Big inhale, big exhale on the hinge. Woo, hard balance, especially if you got a bump in the way, but challenging ourselves here. Keep going. 2, 1. Okay, shake it off for just a second. We're coming back to that hinge position. So let me show you. Now, so we're holding this ball. Your back is nice and flat. We're just going to lower and lift that back leg. Point that toe. Join me. Here we go. So lower and lift. We want a nice soft bend in your standing leg. It does not have to be a big lift. It's very intense in that standing leg. I know, I feel it. We're just lowering and lifting. Take a hand to your lower back and check in with it. Make sure there's not a big arch. You're not rounding it. It should be nice and neutral. If you want to make this a little bit harder, drop a couple inches in that lunge. Yes. Balance is challenging. Every time we are challenging our balance, we're working our core. So engage that core. That is how we hang on here. We are almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Roll out that ankle. It's hard on all those supporting, stabilizing muscles. All right, we're going back, other side. So we go up to the middle, then we lunge left and back. 3, 2, 1. So we go up, down in sumo squat, lunge, back. Let's do it again. Squeeze on that ball, down. Stay low in those legs as we lunge. Up, down. Good job. Finding your own pace here. You do not have to go my pace or the beat of the song. You listen to your body today. Up, down. Nice work. Can you get your arms a little straighter in these last few seconds? Up, down. Big lunge. Nice work. We go up, down, 2, 1. All right, we know it. Next we lift up that ball in a lunge, and then we hinge over deadlift. Lunge to deadlift. A modification would be just deadlifting, lifting, shifting down that ball. Here we go. So we lunge. This is your modification. You don't have to lift up that back leg. Lunge, hinge. You do what works for you today. If you are not holding a ball or a pillow, just reach those arms out ahead of you and try to get them nice and straight. Inhale, exhale. Good work. How low can we get in this leg? Can we reach a little further down and lift up that back leg a little further? I think we can. Feeling wobbly today, that is good. Engage our core. 2, 1. All right, shake it out before we go in to that straight leg kick back. We know it now. A modification would be that you just lift up your toes slightly. It doesn't have to be big. Here we go. Finding that nice neutral back. This is my tough balance side. Always my left side is worse. Engage that core. Balance is extra hard when our center of gravity is being challenged, but that is so good for us to work on our balance while we are pregnant. Breathing evenly here. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze on the ball. Can we get our arms nice and straight? We are almost there. I know it burns. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Okay, we have 2 more things in the standing position, then we're going to the ground. We're going to bring our knees and toes together. We're going to come into a chair position. So think about tucking that pelvis under slightly. Press on that ball. We're going to come down into chair and then lift everything up with a calf raise. So we inhale, exhale. Join me. Lifting or lowering. And then as we lift, we exhale. Find a wrap in our abdominal muscles. Half raise. Really think about pressing on that ball. Our pelvic floor is active here in this deep core engagement. Can you think about getting your knees close together, tucking that pelvis under? That's how we get more of our thighs to be challenged here instead of glutes. Inhale. Exhale, that sumo squat we just did with more glute dominant. 3, 2, 1. All right, come to the bottom of that chair pose. Tuck that pelvis under. We're gonna pulse, pulse, and then we do a calf raise. Keeping those knees together. Pulse, pulse. Join me in 1. So we pulse and press, pulse, pulse, knees together, calf raise, nice and slow. Inhale, exhale. Nice job. It can be a small calf raise, pulse, pulse. Exhale, nice job. Inhale, exhale. We're staying low in these legs. If you need to widen out your stance to accommodate the bump, that's okay. Inhale. Exhale. Calves and thighs right here. Inhale. 2, 1. Excellent job. We are coming down all the way to our mat in a tabletop position. So we're keeping our ball with us for this whole workout. Find a tabletop. We're gonna roll the ball out with our left hand and extend our right leg straight. Then roll it all back in around the back. Join me. So we roll it out. If you do not have a ball or you're using a pillow, you can do a bird dog here. So you just reach out and then in, roll the back. If you are able to just push out that pillow, you're gonna get more deep core engagement. Out, push, push, push. In and round. This is core. This is glutes right here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Rest for just a second. Catch your breath. That is intense on our core. Next, we're gonna roll it all the way out. Same side. We're going to pulse that leg straight to the back and press on that pillow or ball at the same time. It's a tiny move. Here we go. Pulse and press. Pulse. Pulse. So our back leg is lifting, trying to get that leg nice and straight. Doesn't matter if it's not super high. We're getting that core engagement. The fact that we're moving on opposite sides of our body, our core is having to stabilize. Yes, we can still safely work our core while we're pregnant and while we have a growing bump. So good for us to prevent excessive abdominal separation, to help our deep core muscles, help with recovery, help with pelvic floor. We're almost there. Little presses. Can we get that leg higher? 3, 2, 1. All right, nice little rest here. We have another side. So we're gonna roll out that ball with our right hand and lift that back leg, nice straight extension. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Out, pull it in, round that back. So extend it long, pull it in. Extend it long, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale. So we're really trying to reach far here and really press on that ball the whole time as we're moving it around. Core is nice and active. This is one of those workouts that it's slow moving, but it's engaging all those muscles. Okay, we are done. Now we roll it out and we press and pulse. So we might not be dripping with sweat. It might not be high intensity, but we're really strengthening and sculpting some of these important muscles like our deep core. Here we go. So we go all the way out, press and pulse. Nice job. So really trying to get some extension here with that leg and with that arm. Can we roll it out just a little bit further? Breathing evenly here. Nice job. Final seconds, you can do it. It's intense, I know. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, we are going put that ball behind our right leg. You can stay in a tabletop, or you can come down on your left forearm. We're gonna donkey kick it up and down. So you can do this with a pillow. Join me when you're ready. So that knee, your heel is flexed, that knee is raising to the ceiling. We go up and back. So why we're holding a pillow or a ball right here is we're really getting that glute and hamstring engagement. It's optional though. Even if you're just using ankle weights, you're gonna feel this. Just think about flexing that heel like we're pushing against something heavy to the ceiling. Up and down. This is glutes, this is core. So you're on your left, opposite forearm is on the ground. If you're with me, taking a forearm here. Up and down. Can we get that leg higher for 2, for 1? All right, we're adding on. I'll show you what it looks like. We come up, we come around to that right side. We try to meet elbow to knee. Up, close it, down. Up, join me when you're ready. So we come around, we get those side obliques and the side of that glute, and then we close it. So make sure your hips are squared to the ground. We're not shifting around, just that leg is moving. It's okay if we're not meeting elbow to knee. That is all right. We're just trying to come up and over like an imaginary box. Come up and over. Wherever you're at with your hip mobility today. Hip mobility is one of the best things in pregnancy. Down, up, especially as we might be prone to tight hips and achy back. This is gonna help. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, shake it out. Put that ball or pillow between your knees. We're gonna come into a bear. So on our way to that other side, we're gonna hug it between our knees. So hands underneath shoulders. We're gonna tuck those toes under. Inhale, relax, lengthen that belly. Exhale, wrap, lift, everything lifts. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, think about relaxing that pelvic floor as we inhale. And then we exhale. Everything wraps, we lift, we hold for 4. Squeeze that ball. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, everything wraps, lift, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale. 3, 2, and rest. Great job. That was that deep core activation. Let's put that ball behind the other side. So it's on our left, underneath our left knee, and then we're taking that right forearm. We're just gonna lift, donkey kick it up, and lower. Join me. Here we go. Up, down, up, down. So square those hips to the ground. We're thinking about really flexing our heel to the ceiling. You might still feel your abs here because they are working. Up and down. We got this. This is where that ankle weight really kicks in. Up, down. You got this. Up, down. These slow and controlled movements are not easy. You can always be in that tabletop position. 2, 1. Okay, we know what's coming next. Shake it all out for just a second. We're coming up and over that imaginary box, trying to meet that left elbow. And then we come back and close it. Here we go. So we go up, we come around, we lift it up, we close it. Here we go. Up, around, up, close it. Really think about stability here. You're not shifting around a lot. Up, close it. Are you still flexing that heel? That is the goal. Around. Nice job. We go up and around. Up, close it up. Here we go. Up, around. We're almost there. This is intense on our glutes. I know. 2, 1. Woo! Great work. Okay, we're gonna come around on this right hip. We only have a little bit in side plank today. So I'm gonna press on this ball. Knees, hips, everything are together. This is a modification. We're gonna inhale, expand that belly, exhale, wrap, lift, press on that ball or pillow. Drop it down, inhale, exhale. Now, if you're feeling more advanced today, you can extend your top leg when you exhale. Or, if you're feeling very advanced, you can kick it long. Maybe you're doing that if you're in your second trimester or first trimester. When that bump is a little bit more developed in the third trimester, we really just need to focus on good form with our core. Let's do one more. Good job. Okay, on our way to the other side, let's put that ball between our knees. We're gonna do a little reverse crunch lift here. So we're gonna squeeze that ball as we lift our glutes. And then we inhale, drop everything. Trying to get in that nice, even reverse tabletop. This is also deep core right here. Really think about squeezing that ball. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, wrap those abdominals. Exhale on the way up. There you go. We're trying to lift those glutes to the ceiling. Get that bump to the ceiling. Can we get those glutes active? And get that nice and flat. Nice job. If these moves are new for you, 3, 2, 1. This is why we come back to this workout all throughout our pregnancy. Let's get that side plank on the other side. We come back all throughout our pregnancy. Okay, knees, hips together. Press on that ball. We're gonna inhale, lengthen, expand, exhale, wrap, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. How high can we get those hips lifted into the air? Maybe you feel like taking that extension today. Either way, we are using our abdominal muscles and obliques. So good for us. Going to make recovery easier as we work to restore our core that we've engaged it along the way. Also helps prevent back pain, manage back pain as we're growing about 2, 1. One more. And rest. Excellent job. All right, we have just a couple of moves left. We're gonna roll it all the way down. So come onto your side and then roll it all the way. I'm gonna put this ball between my knees. We're just gonna do a regular glute bridge first. So we're gonna lift, squeeze that ball at the top, engage those inner thighs, and lower. So use your triceps here. Lift, squeeze, out, lower. We lift up, we squeeze in, out,
a knight in shining armor, and I'm sure as hell I'm not a savior when you need me to be.
Up.
I'm not
Out.
that flare of light you see when it gets dark.
Squeeze. When we squeeze that ball, we think about wrapping our abdominal. We lift up.
A knight in shining armor,
3,
and I'm sure as hell I'm not a savior when you need
next
me
thing.
to be.
We have 2 moves left. We're going to lift. When we lift our glutes, we're going to swing to our right side. So we lift, swing right, and lower back down, only to the right. Join me. Lower, swing right. So we inhale, exhale. As we lift. Inhale, exhale. All the way back, right? Working towards the left knee, we're still working, but the right one is more that ball or pillow, we still actively engaging our inner thighs.
I've been looking everywhere, don't know what to do. Oh, you were my everything.
3, 2, 1.
in shining armor, and I'm sure as hell not a savior when you need me to be. I'm not the flare of light you see when it gets dark.
Okay. If it feels good for you to be on your back, if you can be here for a couple of counts,
I can climb no
grab that
mountains
ball.
for you,
Actually,
my
I'm gonna
love.
roll it up.
I can
You're just
climb
gonna do
no
a little bit of
mountains or
360
swim
breathing
in
as we round
cold
out this workout.
water.
So, sit however you're comfortable. You can stay on the ground. Inhale, expand, lengthen that pelvic floor expansion. And as you exhale, we're gonna wrap everything. There's bar, and then there's plenty of non-prenatal workouts as well. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please do so below and let me know what you thought about this workout in the comments, what you want to see next. So proud of you for moving with me today. That was challenging, and I'll see you next time.